is the BP311 Weekday Sports Picks Show for Friday, April 1st, 2022. Before we go forward, we have to look back. So let's just take a quick look back at Thursday, the picks, the plays, the recap, and then we'll also look into the final March tally. And I'll be honest with you, March was probably my worst month ROI to date. But I'm looking for a big bounce back in April with full aggression. I'm going for it here. So going for the gusto, looking for a big bounce back, looking to make a bunch of money in April and make up for a less than stellar March. Yesterday, I had Texas A&M cover 4. They lost the game outright to Xavier, 73-72, in a very close NIT championship game. Did see it coming. That's just sometimes. I had the Pistons plus 11. They straight up won the game outright, 102-94 against the 76ers. And then I had the Kings and the Flames. I had the Flames minus 1.5 on the puck line. They were up 2-1 in the third, lost the lead, and then lost the game in a shootout. SOL, shootout loss, shit out of luck, 3-2. Kings actually win the game. Flames obviously do not cover. Another 1-2 day, ending March 48-56-3. We're all-time 113, 107-4, all-time still above 500, and looking to march back to create another gap between the wins and the losses in April. So let's go into tonight. It's 4:28 p.m. So the day got away from me a little bit, so I decided just to go live here right now, get this thing out, and don't have to worry about a 3-hour upload. I'll also be on Johnny Hahn Wins at 6 p.m. Eastern today, coming up in just about an hour and a half, so check that out. Me, Johnny, and Bo are going to go over the Final Four for March Madness. I'm sure we'll be talking NBA. I'll have some NHL for you as well on there. Most of my picks are right here. So, Bo, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining me live. So I'm going to have 2 plays for Friday and 2 plays for Saturday. I'm going to give them to you right now. In the NHL tonight, I'm going to take an over. What a surprise. I like the St. Louis Blues and the Edmonton Oilers. I'm not afraid of the over 6.5. I'm going to roll with that. Minus 110 is what I grabbed it at odds-wise, but right now I'm seeing it at minus 103 at BetRivers if you want to go over there and get the best line. And on top of that, BetRivers gives you a 20% boost on Fridays in the NHL on any NHL game, so that should make it about plus 110 if I'm doing my math correctly. The Blues are 2 out of their last 5 hitting overs, 19th in the league at 50.8%, while the Oilers hit 4 of the last 5 overs. They're 14th in the league this season at 54.5%. I see these teams scoring goals on each other and lighting the lamp quite a bit. So let's get a look at that one tonight, Blues and Oilers. In the NBA, I'm going to roll with the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, this has been a tried and true team for me all season long. I took them at 8.5 to cover. It's down to 7.5 now. So if you'd like to bet, get a better line at 7.5. You can grab that at MGM at minus 115. A lot of books are at 8. They play the Washington Wizards. The Wizards have nothing to play for. I trust in Luka Doncic. I trust in the Mavs. I feel like the team is really gelling down the stretch and getting ready for a playoff run. So I see no slowing down in Dallas. Games in Washington, however. And then the 2 other games for Saturday are in the NCAA. I've told you about these picks earlier in the week, but I will remind you now. I've got Kansas minus 4 against Villanova. Villanova is public enemy number 1 for me. I can't wait for them to be out of the tournament. Kansas the last number 1 seed, so we'll see what happens there. Other side of things, I like the UNC money line at plus 160 is what I got it at against Duke. You can get it right now at plus 170, it looks like, over at Caesars, courtesy Action Network. We're going to go over all of that and much, much more in depth on Johnny Hahn Wins. So join us live tonight at 6 p.m. I'll drop the link in the comments. And check out my man TJ Saltdog this weekend, as I will be giving him my weekend NHL picks, 1 for Saturday, 1 for Sunday, and he does really well in the NBA as well. That being said, looks like I'm going to roll a little short today, only a little over 4 minutes. Like I said, the day got away from me. So recap is going to be the Blues, Oilers over 6.5 tonight in the NHL, Mavericks minus 8.5, or whatever you can get it at there against the Washington Wizards in the NBA. Looks like Bo likes the Mavs minus 4.5 first half. I like that bet too. I think they're going to dominate tonight, to be honest with you. And the other 2 are going to be Kansas minus 4 against Nova on Saturday, and then North Carolina Tar Heels money line plus 160, plus 170 against Duke on Saturday. 2 Final Four games. Join us on Johnny at 6. Join TJ Saltdog this weekend. Join me next week, Monday through Friday, and then I'm going to have a special Saturday live show, April 9th at noon. I'm calling it This Week in Sports Betting. I'm going to do it once a week. It's not going to be every necessarily Saturday. It's not going to be every week necessarily at noon. The times and the days may change, so stay tuned to my show and my co-host TJ Salt Dog show for updates and up-to-date information on that. But the first date and time is set, April 9th, and we're going to cover NHL in depth. I will. Terry will cover the NBA in depth. I'm going to have my buddy Dulcetto, and he's going to be going over a lot of soccer, as there's a whole lot of really good soccer coming up that weekend. And there's a UFC pay-per-view, and I've got a guy coming on for that. So once he gives me the handle or name he'd like to go by, then I'll kick that out to you as well. I've got a graphic ready. I've got it officially set up and scheduled here on Restream, which should show up as well on YouTube. And I'm looking forward to it. In the meantime, I'll see you on Johnny. Check out TJ Salt Dog this weekend. Check me out next week, and get ready for a big Saturday extravaganza. This Week in Sports Betting, Saturday, April 9th at noon, right here on BP311's YouTube channel. In the meantime, let's keep it profitable.